What is going on? Another boxing video. It is fight week, baby. Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin. It doesn't really feel like an Anthony Joshua fight week, though. I got to be honest with you. I know I've heard that in the UK the fight's not selling what it used to, and people are saying that the Anthony Joshua luster has kind of diminished. He doesn't have that same aura. It's not like, oh my God, I got to go to the Anthony Joshua fight or I got to see it. Part of that is because he lost twice in a row. Part of that is because he's fighting Jermaine Franklin and he's not fighting for a world title. But I just think Anthony Joshua, he's not cool anymore right now. His reputation is definitely taking a hit. He's 2-3 in his last 5 fights. Honestly, I would have rather seen him fight Dillian Whyte in this fight just because of the previous history. And I thought Dillian Whyte did win that fight versus Jermaine Franklin. Although you could have had it either way, it was really close. But I just think it's bad optics to fight the guy who lost to Dillian Whyte instead of fighting Dillian Whyte, especially when Dillian Whyte's the bigger name. But here we are, Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin, coming off 2 losses. Some people say Anthony Joshua's past his prime. Some people say he's psychologically damaged. He can't pull the trigger anymore. But I'm going to say this. I like the spirit that I saw him in these interviews. I like the way I see him. He seems calm, cool, collected. He seems free, and he seems, very happy. So good for him. I expect him to win this fight. I know a lot of people are low on Joshua, but he still is an elite heavyweight in my opinion. I know he lost twice to Usyk, but that's Usyk, and I think Usyk is a very special fighter who would beat a lot of other fighters, if not all of them, in the heavyweight division, with the exception of, maybe 1 or 2 of the elites. I think that the change of trainers to Derek James is good, because one thing about Derek James, he has his fighters use his jab a lot. Guys like Spence and Charlo in rematches, they use their jab a lot. And I think that Derek James can help him, and being around Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo can help him. But we got to wait and see. I like that he's changed his trainer. I like that he's in America training. When he got Robert Garcia to be his trainer, and I know they had some issues, and they even said before the fight, I heard the reports that no matter what happened, that was the end. Even if they had won the fight with Usyk, Garcia was not coming back. But he took Robert Garcia and brought him to the UK instead of going to Oxnard or in LA where they train now, the Garcia fighters at Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. I like this. He didn't do that. He went to Texas. He went to Dallas, training with Errol Spence, training with Charlo. And this is good. I think this is good for him. I'm expecting Anthony Joshua to win. Jermaine Franklin is coming in better shape, which is good for him. And I think he'll definitely be motivated, because that's the thing. When you're fighting Anthony Joshua, you're fighting the biggest boxer in the world. I don't care what anyone says. He's the biggest boxer in the world. And you don't believe me? Look at the numbers, pay-per-view, ticket sales, and purses that he's getting. He's the biggest in global boxing. And people in the U.S., they always talk about United States numbers, but boxing's a global sport. It's not an American sport. I think that this is a big deal. When you fight against the face of boxing, you are going to give it your all. You're going to go harder. A guy like Jermaine Franklin, he probably never thought he was going to get a fight like this, because he wasn't even on the way to getting a fight like Dillian Whyte, but he got the Dillian Whyte fight. He looked good enough in that fight to get this one. And here we are. So he's going to have all the motivation in the world. So you gotta take that seriously. That's a dangerous opponent. A motivated opponent is a dangerous opponent, and he does have a lot of gumption, a lot of grit, throws a lot of punches. So I'm definitely curious to see this fight. I do think Joshua should win the fight. I'm gonna go with Anthony Joshua, knockout, round 10. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.